Kankerhuis.
That's brilliant. I was thinking to myself, I'm smelling something so calming right now, and I love lavender, so this is perfect.
Yeah, if I had this one, I would definitely fall asleep in like 10 seconds.
Maar wil je aanmelden, mijn kloot?
Did you know you spend about 1/3 of your life lying in bed on a pillow?
Why would you spend all of that
Destroy all the
En door je effectief, lokaal en geautomatiseerd adverteren via social media. We hebben een oplossing bedacht, zodat je als gemeente gemakkelijk en snel online adverteert.
Zo, laat me maar niet uit. Ik kan daar nog niet laten met die kankermogolen.
control the furnace. Plus, you get dynamic support.
Kankerhuis, hè?
Aromatherapy all night long.
Therapie. Ik kan hier niet uit, dat lijkt me.
Upgrade the quality of your sleep and improve the quality of your life. Order your very own personal pillow right now.
Tommy Teleshopping introduceert Personal Pillow. Een revolutionair hoofdkussen waarmee u de stevigheid van uw kussen naar eigen wens kunt bepalen. Dit luxe kussen reageert op uw bewegingen en loopt nooit plat. U ervaart volledig ondersteunend de hele nacht. Het watercompartiment is omgeven met...
Zie ik wel te snel.
Bel 0900 900 9900 en stel uw eigen EasyWell Personal Pillow voor maar €99. U ontvangt dan bovendien deze superzachte beschermende hoest helemaal gratis. En u ontvangt een poederse flacon met lavendelgeur. Ook gratis bij uw bestelling. Met Personal Pillow kunt u de stevigheid van het kussen naar eigen wens aanpassen. De hele nacht volledige ondersteuning krijgen en zelfs genieten van...
Young girls all across the West Coast, hide your kids, hide your wife. Joe Biden is...
Homo!
We zijn er nog niet, want als u nu meteen bestelt, dan ontvangt u een tweede Personal Pillow.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Joe Biden is the...
Kankelaar, je moet sterven. Maar ja, dan krijg je wel de witte zijn de loes. Ga gewoon maar door. Dat heb ik niet gezien. Onschuldige mensen, helaas. Ja, zeker. Ja. Zeker weten, ouwe. Die neem ik zeker.
Ook een geweldige logo. Of voor iedereen voor wie.
Oh, wat een lachen. Dit is gangster shit. Dit is goed. Oh, sorry.
En flacon lavendel. Voor maar €99.
Oh, je moet
Een tweede Personal Pillow helemaal gratis. Vraag onze telefonist extra geuren uit de EasyWell geurencollectie. Deze set bevat een verschijning.
Dit zijn goede mensen, dit zijn goede mensen. Blijf ik, geen misbruiken. Nee, niet goed te praten met money. Olé, olé, ik heb schijt. La 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 la. Dat is toch mij, la 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 la. La la la. Dankjewel, je ziet. 3 en 3. 3 en 3 3. Kom je niet meer uit? Blijf wonen. Nee. Slecht beeld eraan. Is te druk op. Oh, zie je? Zet hem bang. Doodsbang. Zonde. Principes, ja. Ja, dat is wel vet lekker.
You don't know me, but I know you. Quite a file, quite a story. So let me arrange this for you. I work for an organization. I won't say which, but now, I can't tell you much as long as you're still just a civilian. But I can tell you this. It's hot as hell outside, and the gas prices are through the roof. We can't change the weather. Maybe we can do something about the price at the pump. You think you know what's behind it? Yeah, well, the correct answer is no, you don't. Forget everything you've heard in the news, and forget all the brain-dead conspiracy theorists on Life Invader. You want to learn the truth? Then we're gonna need to bring you in. We need someone with the right skill set, the right experience. As far as I'm concerned, that means we need you. We're prepared to swear you in as a special field operative. You'll be one of us, working under our umbrella. Only you'll be significantly better paid. Sound good? You'll report for duty. We're on the corner of Power Street and Swiss Street. Can't miss us.
Voor mij komt dubbel uit naar de boeien. Ben je dubbel uit hè? Oh ja, dit is leuk. Wauw, dit is leuk, ouwe. Oh, ja, dit is leuk, ouwe.
So it makes it feel a lot better.
Sterren we shooting him in eigen wapen.
Exactly. With your neck and everything. Okay. I like that.
What do you like about it? It's very soft. Very comfortable.
Soft, smooth, cushiony. I like it.
It feels actually really good.
What do you like about it?
Lolletje, cruxje.
And I can feel the extra
Pak niet af, dat is wel
water in the
goed.
pillow.
Zuivere
I
koffie.
really like it better because I had the pillow sack.
Zuivere koffie.
And the smell of the pillow is so much more.
De twijfel niet over. Zo. Dat is perfect, ouwe. We zijn beide.
Hey bosses, got the guy with this copy of Trey's phone.
Head back to the office when you're ready, partner.
We nemen zelf, maar... Zo, kan gratis. Ik kan slapen, maar nee, leuk gratis. Oh, ik moet mijn handen terugtrekken, houden, want je moet even doen. Ik ken ik Zelensky. Oh ja, zie je, dat bedoel ik. Gewoon een dichte deur rijden. Afgeleid. Door een kankerbedelaar en een kanker. Beide lopen. Mooi. Ja. Oh ja, dat hebben we ook nog in je petto. Ook nog in petto. Alles in petto. Oh ja, hier hebben we ook nog zo'n batterijtjes. Kanker, ouwe. Hier, leg gewoon niet op. Handwapentje. Handwapentje. Het is een filmpje. Leuk man. Oh ja, wat hebben we nou weer in petto? Ja, ik ben nog lang klaar. Zo ja, verturen, anti-tank.
The main strike force in ground warfare, but the rapid development of anti-tank defense systems from the 1950s to the present makes the use of tank formations less effective in modern warfare. Another concept for the anti-tank defense of the future is presented in this video. The new anti-tank system is a mix of MLRS and kamikaze drones. The missile delivers a warhead to an enemy.
Ja, ik weet dat het druk is, anders hebben we gestolen.
Drones. The
U ontvangt dan bovendien deze superzachte beschermende mousse helemaal gratis. En u ontvangt een boodschap.
Drones. The missile delivers a warhead and kamikaze drones. The missile delivers a warhead to an enemy area of operation. After the missile's first stage separates, the projectile goes into kamikaze drone mode. After targeting drones with the help of satellites, a massive attack on enemy tanks takes place. But such a system will probably never be built in the future. In modern warfare, it is preferable to use Switchblade 600 type drones against tanks at long range and FGM 148 Javelin and NLAW handheld systems at close range. Many years ago, tanks were considered the main strike force in ground warfare, but the rapid development of anti-tank defense systems from the 1950s to the present makes the use of tank formations less effective in modern warfare. Another concept for the anti-tank defense of the future is presented in this video. The new anti-tank system is a mix of MLRS and kamikaze drones. The missile delivers a warhead to an enemy tank group's area of operation. After the missile's first stage separates, the projectile goes into kamikaze drone mode. After targeting drones with the help of satellites, a massive attack on enemy tanks takes place. But such a system will probably never be.
Zo, dan moet jij dan maar, doe het weg.
Staat u de hele dag op uw benen? Of heeft u uit een zittend leven? Bent u tijdens heeft u last van koude voeten, van spataderen, vlot vasthouden, opgezwollen voeten of chronische pijn?
Ja, toch, hij mag ook zichzelf die gewoon.
I'm ready to hit this.
Instrumenteltje hoor ik al. Zie je wel, instrumenteltje. Instrumenteltje. Stop er zo maar weer. Instrumenteltje.
I know you do it every day just to relax. I take 10 minutes out of my
Goud, ouwe. Om kapot te krijgen. Ja, weet je. Ja, niet kapot te krijgen.
But that 10 minutes is well worth it.
Ja.
Gets me going through the day.
By using motion sensor, I have to look at the legs and now movement.
Ja, toch het ene weer zo gek. Hallo, hallo, ik hoor jullie wel, ik ben doof.
Wow, I mean.
En ik ben er hier, hallo. Privétje is het, zo'n privétje. Privétje. Privétje, ja, ga privétje. Privétje.
Dit geavanceerde zelfzorgapparaat rustgevende warmte, verstromen, kouwelijke en pijnlijke
Ik wil slapen, maar
even te verbeteren. Heeft u last van koude voeten, rusteloze benen, tintelingen, gevoelloos
maar gewoon niet slapen, denk ik.
voeten of pijnlijke spataderen? Blijf dan kijken. Dit unieke apparaat kan uw leven voor goed veranderen.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ho. Today I'm going to show you something incredible. It's my motion slicer. This is a passive motion slicer. But that's not all.
The death of Mahsa Amini has led to violent police crackdowns in Iran.
Dit nou hebben we niet gewoon. Dit is serieus. Oké, dit vertrouw ik. Kom maar op met het nieuws. Kom maar op met het nieuws. Ik wil het nieuws weten. Wij hebben er niks mee te maken.
Many of us don't have time to
Nee,
work every day.
moet nog gescheiden houden.
You are stuck in a desk, sitting for hours every day, working at a computer and not getting the exercise you need to maintain circulation and good health.
At least 200 people. Although human rights organizations say the numbers.
Oh, die lukt het wel?
Outages and disruptions to cut the protesters' communication with the outside world. How dangerous are these protests for the Iranian regime? And where will they lead the nation into?
With my motion slicer, you can now get passive exercise every single day while you're sitting on your favorite chair watching your favorite TV show.
Motion Sizer verzorgt passieve onbelaste
Ja,
stemmen
die staat
van
erop.
de voeten tot en met
Oké, we gaan luisteren. Luisteren, luisteren. Er ligt wat van.
happening in Iran right now.
Ja, respect. Wat is de situatie? Laat me horen dan. Dit geloof ik wel aan.
The anti-government protests that have erupted in
Blah, blah, blah.
Iran in response to a young woman's death in custody of the country's morality police have struck a national nerve.
Drama.
The demonstrations have spread to dozens of cities, and multiple casualties have been reported. Iran is in crisis mode. What triggered the protests was the death of a young woman. Mahsa Amini, who also went by the name Gina, was with her family on a visit to Tehran from her home in the northwestern province of Kurdistan when she was arrested on an accusation of violating the hijab law. The law went into effect in 1981, after the Islamic Revolution. It has long been challenged by many women in Iran and is commonly flouted across the country. Amini died 3 days after her detention while in custody of the morality police, who enforce the country's strict Islamic rules. Iran's security forces issued a statement saying that Mrs. Amini had collapsed from a heart attack at the detention center while receiving training.
Ieder zijn stinkt toch, ieder zijn stilo.
According to news reports. A couple of weeks later, in the country,
Erg niet, erg
about the protests against the morality, wave of protests against the Iranian regime. But the political situation is more complex than many believe. Amini belongs to the Kurdish minority in Iran. In the west of the country, the minority battled for autonomy rights for almost 80 years. Among Iran's 31 provinces, Kurdistan in the northwest is one of the 3 border regions, along with Khuzestan in the southwest and Sistan and Balochistan in the east, with volatile ethnic issues that have led to protests, strife and calls for autonomy and independence. Stability in Kurdistan is vital to security of the border with Iraq and maintaining territorial integrity. The province is a microcosm of challenges from Iran's many ethnic minorities. Iran and its neighbors have long perceived the Kurds as a threat due to their numbers, geographic distribution, and resistant to central authority. The Kurds are the 4th largest ethnic group in the Middle East. The fact that the protests erupted in these Kurdish regions first is no coincidence. The Kurds have long battled the grip of Tehran, which sees the minority as a disturbance. In order to crack down on the protests, the Iranian Air Force bombed Kurdish border towns in Iraq. As the government crisis in Iraq is unfolding, Tehran doesn't have to fear any response from the incapable government in Baghdad and Erbil. And the attacks are meant to be a message, not to the Kurds in Iraq, but the Kurds in their own country. Bombing your neighbor is easier than striking your own people. The Iranian attack left at least 9 people dead and 32 wounded. Tehran has alleged that Kurdish groups have been helping to fuel the demonstrations. Another important aspect that we should consider when talking about the situation in Iran is the fact that many people didn't see their government in a good light in the first place. The fact that a Kurdish woman was targeted helped the protests to gain traction. It remains to be seen if the protests will widen in scale in the coming weeks. But in order to bring change, the help of oil workers, steel workers, or even the military is needed. For now, the scale of the protests didn't reach the peak. If one of these groups would really join, the situation could indeed get dangerous for the regime. In that case, we could see an even more aggressive reaction from the government. Subsequently, more deaths. But their demonstration against the death of Mahsa led to violent police crackdowns, with arrests, and the killing of at least 200 people. Although human rights organizations say the number is much higher. They have also been disruptions because the protesters' communication with the outside world. How dangerous are these protests for the Iranian regime? And where will they lead the nation into? In this video, I will explain what's happening in Iran. Why the protests are not only about the death of Amini, and why the situation is way more complex than you think. Welcome to Dark New World. The anti-government protests that have in response to the custody of the country's morality police has struck a national nerve. The demonstrations have spread to dozens of cities, and multiple casualties have been reported. Iran is in crisis mode. What triggered the protests was the death of Mahsa Amini, who also invited Gina, was to Tehran from her home in northwestern province. When she was
hoger beeldkwaliteit gebruikt, meer data, ja no. Ja no.
Violated the hijab law. The law went into effect in 1981 after the Islamic Revolution.
Oh ja, zie je wel dat het er is?
By many women,
Ik wist het!
it's commonly practiced across the
Ik
country.
wist het!
And many died free.
Ja, klopt. Ik ken het Nederlands lezen nou hieraan. Dat wist ik. Als ik het veel wist? Ja, dankjewel. Wow. Detention center.
Family disputed this claim, saying she was perfectly healthy before her.
Yeah.
According to newsreels. A couple of weeks later, and the country is still.
Oh yes.
What started about the protests against the morality police is now growing into a wave of protests against the Iranian regime and the theocratic grip on the country. But the political situation is more complicated than many believe.
Wat heb je met de
minority in Iran. In the rest of the country, the minority battles for rights for almost 80 years. Among Iran's 31 Kurdistan in the northwest, along with Khuzestan in the southwest, and sister in Balochistan in the east, with volatile ethnic issues that have led to protests economy and independence. Stability in Kurdistan is vital to security of the border with Iraq and maintaining territorial. The province is a microcosm of challenges from Iran's many ethnic minorities. Iran and its neighbors have long received geographic distribution and a system to central authority. The Kurds are the fourth largest ethnic group in the Middle East. The fact that the protests erupted in these Kurdish regions first is no coincidence. The Kurds have long battled the grip of Tehran, which sees the minority in order to track down
well-engineered device. It uses the best quality motors and the best bearings. It moves very efficiently, so it doesn't make any noises. It will last you.
Als ik het heb, dan ben ik erbij. Ben ik blij. Dan ben ik blij. Zie je fout? Hallo bij. Dat dacht ik al. Te snel te jagen.
And there you are. You're just feeling good.
Zie je? Hallo bij.
It's sturdy. It's well made. It's strong without being too heavy.
No,
so my very first impression was this is a high quality product.
I'm recommending a motion sizer.
Ja, zie je? Die zou dit. Dat dacht ik al.
On their feet all day.
En dan die sleek je.
Legs for whatever reason, even after exercise. It's
Hoi, kom op, tempo.
a great relief. I would really
Kom maar
recommend
net
a
straks.
motion sizer. Because it's giving me back the freedom just to be myself. I feel I can walk out.
Ja hoor, bingo. Het is bingo. Dankjewel.
I just feel like I have my life back.
I would recommend the motion sizer.
Ja, I'm close.
It's worked for me. And I feel if it worked for me, it can work for anyone.
Staat u de hele dag op uw benen?
Wow, bijna. Hoe lang ben maar, het zit goed houden, want ik zit goed. Ja, hey, hallo. Ja, hey, hier aan zit het
any response from the uncapable government is backed up in Erdogan. And the attacks are meant to be a message to the Kurds in Iraq.
Mooi, ik heb mooi Nederlands lezen.
Only the neighbors. The Iranian attack left the
Another
important aspect that we should consider when talking about the situation in Iran is the fact that many people didn't see their government in a good light in the first place. The fact that a Kurdish woman was targeted helped the protests to gain traction. It remains to be seen if the protests will...
Hey, ouwe, dat is raar.
Dat loopsimulatie combineert met vibratietechnologie en warmtetherapie.
Nee, nog een tweede keer kijken zo.
But in order to bring change, the help of oil workers, steel workers...
Ja, heel harde werkers.
For now...
En door die kanker bij de... lang maar. Ja, we gaan kopen dan. File kanker allemaal. Lang maar. Ik zeg goede meters.
Protesting in Iran in the past years. Iran
moet sterven.
Iran is located in the dry belt of the world. Counts among the driest countries.
Soms belangrijk als je wat lastig wil werken. Mooi hè.
In spite of its nearly 165 million hectares of land, only about 15 million of our arable.
Zo, lekker hè?
Just 18 million hectares used for farming.
Dat zijn leuke dingen.
As drought and other repercussions of climate change strains Iran agriculture, leading occasionally to unrest. The sector is also struggling with a growing population, decades of unsustainable socio-economic development and mismanagement. Confronting a situation that has steadily deteriorated over the past, Iranian authorities have turned to trans-territorial farming as part of their alternative strategy to achieve food security and by timely soil and water restoration. Iran announced that its Latin American ally, Venezuela, has offered it 1 million hectares of land for cross-country farming. It was reported that Russia had also offered 100,000 hectares of land, in an indication that Tehran is pursuing its plans in various countries. The idea of cross-country farming surfaced in Iran more than 2 decades ago, but officials started implementing serious measures only in 2016 as part of their strategy.
Ja, joh, sta je daar, 6 jaar verder, 16, ben je allemaal ietsjes te
Between 2004 and 2017 celebrated its self-sufficiency of wheat, and even exported parts of the wheat surplus in 2017. Now needs to buy a record 8 million tons of wheat in the current season to make up the shortage. High food prices led to the Arab Spring, which destroyed Syria, Libya, and many other Arabic countries in decades. The food crisis that the Ukraine conflict is sparking could lead to an implosion of the remaining states in the region. But food insecurity is not the only problem. There is also water scarcity. Whether in monarchic or